What's going on, boys and girls? It's your boy Lazy Lightsaber back at it again for another video. Welcome back. As always, don't forget to subscribe to your boy if you're enjoying the content. Hit that like button as well, and go ahead and share out to family and friends and have them come in. Invite them into the Lazy Lightsaber community. All right, so you saw the thumbnail. You know why you're here. You've been getting your ass kicked on Warface. It happens to us all, especially if you're a noob. So if you're coming in as a noob, first time playing a little Warface, you're trying to get that Call of Duty-esque kind of action, but you gotta switch. So you're very limited on first-person shooters. And the game is free, and it's a good game. Warface is a good game regardless if it's free or not. I would pay for that game, but thankfully you don't have to. It's completely free. So as a newbie to the game, you're probably trying to figure out a way to get better at the game on a faster scale, right? On the express highway to success. So I'm going to go ahead and go over a couple of things that I'm going to teach you that it took me a while to learn on Warface, but I learned. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started with that. But before we jump right in, don't forget as well to hit your boy up on Twitter. That's at Lazy Lightsaber on Twitter. I'm very socially active on there, not as much as I would like to, but I am. Hit me up if you want to start chatting, if you want to, have a quick match with your boy. I also do Fortnite as well from time to time. I'm not as good on Fortnite as I am on Warface. But anyways, we're getting off topic. Let's get right back into it. So, you downloaded Warface on your Nintendo Switch. You're having fun, but you're getting your ass kicked constantly, and you want to get some W's. Now, this is going to go out specifically for people who play Team Deathmatch. Just because that's what I play, that's what I have experience in. I can't teach you on something that I don't have experience in. Now, I've played Domination and all of these other things, but Team Deathmatch is the one that I prefer. I think the one that most people on the platform prefer as well, because it's basically you, a band of your peoples, and you're going up against a band of bad guys and their peoples. They're bad guys to you, of course, and you're bad guys to the person on the other end of that controller. But the primary objective is winning by getting the most kills as possible. So you get 3 characters that you pick. Now this is for people who are not buying skin packs. You're not putting, absolutely zero money into this. This is plain Jane stock. You have 3 options. You have your assault rifleman, you have your sniper, and you have your SED, which is the one that we're going to be talking about today. Today we're going to be talking about the SED. The SED, in my opinion, is the most well-rounded fighter. It's the one that has a lot of armor. It's the one that is easiest to learn in out of all 3. Because with the sniper, you have to have accuracy, and you have to be quick with the shot, and you have to be precise. And there are people that are great snipers, but again, this is for somebody who's new, who's trying to get their foot on the ground, who's trying to get good at the game. So if you're a pro at with any of these classes, then this video obviously isn't for you. This is for people trying to get well who are new to the game. Now, with the SED, I found it to be the easiest way where you can get the most kills and learn how to play with this character. I feel like he's the most well-rounded and he's the easiest to play with. I keep saying he when it's actually not even a he. It's a dang robot. Okay, it almost looks like the T-1000 from Terminator, which is badass. So it's a badass robot, right? So let's just stick with that. So we're going to go over some things that he does very well, some things that he doesn't do very well, and then ways to win. But the first tip I'm going to give you is playing the game. Keep practicing, just keep playing and playing and playing, and you'll get better, with time. That's how I got better. But in the meantime, there are tips that you can take. First of all, pick the SED. Why should you pick the SED? The armor plating on the SED is stronger than the sniper and is stronger than the assault rifleman. So that is a big positive, right? Because you can take more damage as you're learning, especially when you're starting off, right? You want something that's a tank, and the SED is a tank. The other thing that is, I think the biggest thing that the SCD has going for itself is the ability to need no assistance during climbing. So that means you can climb into a spot, right, without assistance. You can go there by yourself. You don't need to sit there and wait for another teammate to help you up. So that allows you to position yourself in places where you can kill enemies from a strategic location. And then another great feature is you don't have to reload. Now there's a caveat with that, but we'll get into that later. So those are, I think, the three pluses where this specific soldier shines: the armor, the no assistance with climbing, and the lack of reload that has an asterisk next to it, which we'll get into it later. So that being said, there are some weaknesses as well to this character, okay? So we'll discuss those weaknesses as well. One, it's slow. So if you're getting this guy for speed, don't do it. He's slow. He's a tank, all right? So keep that in mind. He's not the fastest and most agile, flexible, quick turning character. He's just not, okay? And he's weak against melee attacks. So if somebody hits you with a punch or like a knife or an axe or something like that, you're gonna die with one hit. It's only gonna take one hit. That's his weakness. And then the third weakness is going back to that reload that I told you about. It's that the gun will overheat. So you want to prevent the weapon from overheating. Now you don't have to reload, but you can overheat, because if you overheat, then you can't shoot the gun for a certain amount of time. Now it's a short period of time. I think it may be like 10 or 15 seconds, but still a lot can happen during that time frame, and you can get your ass busted with the headshot real quick if you're not paying attention. So make sure that you're looking at the meter. Now with time, you'll kind of gauge, without even looking at the meter, how long it takes. You'll kind of already know how long it will take for your gun to heat. So before you get into that, you can kill your opponent and be the hell out of there while your gun's cooling off. You know, so it's kind of a well balanced between shooting, killing, and cooling, right? But as I said below, he is slow and he is weak against melee. So if somebody comes creeping up behind you with a knife, you're dead. If they get real close to you, you're dead. So try to keep some distance between you and the other individual that you're trying to kill. Now, with that same function, the best way to win with this guy is when you're shooting, make sure that you maintain a medium distance. Now you can't be too close because they'll stab you, right? But you can't be too far because you're not a sniper, and your bullets and your shots are not going to be accurate. So he's a mid-range kind of fighter. So keep that in mind when you're shooting. Yes, he does shoot from long distances, and I have been able to catch long distance shots where I'm killing guys, but that will happen with time because you'll get to know how far you can push it and how far you can. I've been gatted too from far away, boom, done. So be kind of mindful when you're starting off with the SCD to keep them at a medium distance. So not too close, but not too far either. So the second thing, which I think is the most important thing, which I hit on at the beginning of the video, is climbing. Climbing by yourself. This ability is gold, and this is what I like about this character, because you're able to climb up to little crooks and nannies and positions where you can actually shoot from those places, right, and be able to defend yourself and maintain your area without needing assistance. Finding tactical and strategic places to shoot from where you have a defense so they can't shoot you back, or you have a way of retreating backwards so they can't hit you while your gun's cooling down, and then going back into the fight and killing your opponent. So I think that specific feature of this character, which is the only one that I know so far that has the ability to climb without assistance, is crucial. It is very important, and this will bring you the majority of your kills. Because one, a bad guy can't reach you if you've climbed up somewhere unless he is an SED himself. Okay, or he's being helped. If he's being helped, you'll see him coming and you can shoot him. Now, if they're an SCD, now you're an SCD versus an SCD, which we'll get into as well. If you see an SCD All right. The best advice I can give you to kill one of your own kind is don't stop shooting until he's down. All right. Because basically he has unlimited bullets just like you. He has the same weaknesses you do, which is his gun will overheat the same as yours. So the more shots that you can get to him before he hits you, the best way to do is to just keep shooting until he's done and he's on the ground and he's dead. So keep that in mind. Climb, right? And always run. Wherever you're going, you're running. You're gonna hold down on the thumbstick, which allows you to run. You don't have to keep holding it. You press it once and he automatically starts running. He's slow as is. So if you keep him running, that will be best. To walk the fastest as possible during your match, because there are going to be times there's going to be a lot of enemies coming from a lot of places, and you're able to kind of shoot and kind of turn around and run and walk away and kill as quickly and effectively as possible. So make sure that you're always running. And I guess the last tip would be mind your heat meter. Like I stated earlier, mind the heat meter. What you don't want to be in is in a situation where you're killing bad guys. You might have killed 2 or 3 guys at the same time. You're on a streak. You want to kill your 4th, but you get to your 4th guy to kill him and your gun overheats. So then he shoots you and you're dead. So keep your mind on your meter. Once you've played with them, I would say maybe like for a couple hours, you'll kind of start to know where your limit is, you know, of how much you've shot without looking at the meter like so much, because you do have to aim with the character. So you kind of have to know where you're shooting. But with time, you'll get to know how far you can push that meter. And you know what? You'll get better at it. And climb, like I said, always climb. Find places to climb to where you can shoot, duck, hide, run into places, catch people slipping. But I can give you all these tips like I just did, but it will never work if you don't play. So practice. Those are my tips for today on the how to always win using an SED on Warface. Let me know, guys, if you have any other tips below, and let me know if you found my tips helpful. And as always, don't forget to comment down below, like, and subscribe as well. It's your boy Lazy Lightsaber, and I'm out. You guys take care.